Yo! I kind of love how this video has turned out into the fallout of spooky season. Been watching all kinds of stuff, and most of it is Halloween related because that's what's been on TV. So I took all these things and I let them brew, and now we're going to take a movie dump. Halloween ends! Lame. What a disappointment.
Disappointed!
The most positive thing that I've heard about this latest installment and last installment of the Halloween franchise is, hey, at least they're trying something new. No. When you are wrapping up the end of a trilogy at the end of a very, very, very long franchise, don't introduce new ideas. Because when I'm watching it, I'm thinking, I don't think they know what they're doing. Maybe they didn't know how to make a third movie in this trilogy. So after the last Halloween where, Michael Myers killed 31 people, he just found a sewer to crawl into for 4 years. Yep, this takes place 4 years after the previous Halloween. Laurie Strode just decided to become an old grandmother. And she lives with her granddaughter. So all that paranoia she built up over like 50 years and learning how to protect herself and building a house that was a trap for Michael Myers while he was in prison, she just abandons all that to just become a sweet little old lady while he's on the loose after killing 31 townspeople. They introduce a brand new character who stumbles across Michael, and Michael transfers his evil into this kid from looking at him. It's just so stupid. So while Michael Myers is just chilling in a sewer for like 3/4 of the movie, this new guy is out and about killing people while also starting a relationship with Laurie Strode's granddaughter. That's right, we're gonna introduce a love story. So the majority of this focuses on Laurie Strode's granddaughter, who was a complete moron for the last 2 movies that got her last boyfriend killed, and her brand new boyfriend that randomly has become evil. It's so fucking dumb. If you're gonna make a Halloween flick, then just do it. All we want to see is Michael Myers walking around stabbing people while he's looking for Laurie. Don't try new things and introduce supernatural ideas at the end of the franchise. And I feel like this is so easy. Take the 5-minute fight scene that Laurie and Michael have at the end and stretch that into an hour-and-a-half movie. Make it a brutal cat and mouse game while other people get caught up in the crossfire. That was pretty easy. Yes, we do get a final showdown between Laurie and Michael, and there is a definitive ending. And that is the last, 15 minutes. The rest is just all this dumb fluff that extends the runtime. Stupid. The Curse of Bridge Hollow. This one's on Netflix. You got a family that moves to a town that's obsessed with Halloween. One of the characters unleashes a curse that brings all the Halloween decorations to life, and crazy shenanigans ensue. This is clearly intended for kids, but I still had fun. I'd say it's comparable to a Hocus Pocus or a Halloween Town. It's pretty silly. Yes, there is some stupid humor, but there's also some pretty solid jokes in there too. It did not hurt me to watch. It's pretty cute. Cujo! What a classic. Straight out of 1983, this is the popular adaptation of the Stephen King novel. If you've never seen Cujo, you absolutely should. A loving mother with a car problem gets stuck in her car with her son because a rabid Saint Bernard is waiting outside the car and just wants to kill him. It's not just that though. The 80s did a great job at building a slow burn. They build a story around the main event so that we actually give a shit about the characters when shit goes down. And then when shit does go down, they give you some really great oh fuck moments.
Oh fuck!
It's claustrophobic, it's dirty, it's gross. And all these odds are against this poor woman that just wants to protect her son. Sometimes you gotta remember that not all dogs are cute and cuddly, okay? Barbarian. I heard some hype about this one, and then I watched it, and I will say, I do think the hype is real. Barbarian is dope. It's a weird what-the-fuck horror story that plays out pretty straightforward. You got this lady that goes to an Airbnb in a shitty part of Detroit. Hey, not all parts of Detroit are shitty, okay? Detroit's actually a pretty great city. Try it out sometime. She discovers this Airbnb is double booked with Pennywise, of all people, and then some crazy weird shit goes down. The less you know, the more fun you have. And without revealing too much, I will say that I really enjoyed the structure of this story and what it builds to in the end. Hey, Justin Long is in this, and he is everything that you ever hoped he would be. Good mystery, great misleads, good creepiness. It's gross. I'm also a big fan of how this was shot. I loved the camera work. It moves with the characters a lot, and I found that quite effective. I did have just a slight issue. There's a character in this I thought was completely unnecessary, but the payoff to having this character in there was worth it. Okay? Grind! This is the definitive movie for the Maguff high school days. It's about a group of dudes that's fresh out of high school. They form a skateboarding team, and they hit the road to tag along with a skateboarding tour in hopes of getting discovered so they can be sponsored by a large skateboarding company. Yeah, for sure, it is stupid, but you gotta remember, these were the days of the skateboarding boom. This was made in the early 2000s, and I do think of this flick as a personal time capsule just for me. The clothes are nostalgic, the soundtrack is awesome. There's a lot of Jackass crew in there as well as other cameos. Yeah, the humor, it's dumb, okay? But it reminds me of those days before life became real and your friends were your life. Grind is not great, but it is so much fun to watch and just remember those days. And it'll always hold a special place in my heart. Crimes of the Future. Okay. So, it's fucking weird. But I don't hate it. In the future, people have evolved to a point where they don't feel pain anymore or get infections. Some of these people are even hyper-evolving and growing undiscovered new organs. The main characters are a couple of performance artists that basically perform open surgery on each other as a sexy art form? Yeah, I told you, it's weird. Kind of gross. Really gross. Here's what I like. It was showing me concepts of the future that I've never thought of before. So while I'm watching it, I was constantly thinking. I've heard other folks describe this as an intelligent movie, and I would say that's pretty accurate. It's smart and fun to think about. Performances are legit, it's a beautiful flick, the plot is pretty solid, very thought-provoking, and that's what I liked about it. But yes, it's gross and weird. The Weird Al Yankovic story! I cannot say enough amazing things about this 100% completely accurate biopic of Weird Al. Daniel Radcliffe, he was perfect. The story was compelling and sad and motivating and absolutely historically accurate. For real though, I haven't seen a movie this funny in a long time. From start to finish, I was laughing. Just like Weird Al's songs are parodies of other songs, you might say this is a parody of his life, even though it's absolutely 100% accurate and true. Completely true in every single way. It is hilarious. Please check it out. It's going to brighten your day. It's on Roku. All I had to do was download the app and hit play. Didn't even ask me to make a login. Easy peasy. What a great dump. I feel so much better. Feel free to check out some of these recommendations that I've given you, and if you already have, let me know what you thought down in the comments. We can chat about them, okay? See ya! Subscribe! When it comes to Crimes of the Future, I'm not sure I made it completely clear that it's a weird, sexy time movie too. There are some weird, sexy times in this because in the future, surgery has become the new sex. It's so weird. David Cronenberg. Check it out though. Please tell me what you think because the end of the movie I was like, this is fucking cool. But when it comes to Halloween Ends, fuck that shit.